one of you that's on here. Obviously, this is a day that we set aside in the U.S. to recognize and to, of course, reverberate and give our condolences, our heartfelt attention to those that paid the ultimate sacrifice for the freedom that we experience here in the country. And what better way to honor those fallen soldiers and heroes for fighting for our freedom than to really participate in the free enterprise system. And so, number one, I want to say happy Memorial Day to each and every one of you. Number two, I want to say congratulations for making it onto the Mastermind session tonight. You know, one of the things I grappled with briefly was if we were going to continue with this call tonight, being that it is Memorial Day. And, you know, obviously, whenever there's a holiday, most people kind of mentally check out for the day or for the week, and that's okay. But I said, you know what? We don't do this call for the masses of people. We don't put this call on for the purpose of being popular or to waste our time or to waste the leaders' times. We do this with the mindset that you as leaders will show up, that you as individuals that are part of the team will show up to really not only add value to what we're doing, but also receive value. And so obviously the platform and the format of this particular training that we do, it evolves every single week. Sometimes you'll hear multiple leaders on the team that share different techniques and strategies of what they're doing, what's working in their team to really create success. Other times it'll be just maybe one of the leaders expressing or talking about aspects of the mindset that is required for you to develop into a leader. Other times it may be myself just coming on and talking about vision or something that I feel and know is pertinent to where we're growing to as a team and as an organization. And so I'm excited really about that tonight, to really have the opportunity to really converse with you and to talk to you about one of my favorite topics to discuss. Obviously, we do a lot of talking when it comes to the how-tos of the business, in terms of the strategies, how to invite, how to do a three-way call, what is host to post, all things host to post. Matter of fact, I was talking with Mr. Sharif on, this was 2 days ago, and I was asking him what was going on in their business. And this month they've got, I think as of last count when we talked 2-3 days ago, they had 29 enrollments. And a lot of that is as a result of host to post. And so he's going to be putting together the codes that they use in terms of some of the key codes that they use. And we're going to be uploading those particular details onto the team training website, because for those of you that are using that strategy of exposure, I know one of the things is following up, how do I follow up with all these, hundreds of people, and what do I text out to them? What do I say? And so they've got a very, very simple strategy to really maximize that particular strategy of host to post. And we're going to have him, brand new Ruby, going Emerald this month, have them really share on that. And so I'm excited about that. I'm really fired up today about our subject matter. And I want you to grab a paper, I want you to grab pen, leaders, I want you to go grab paper, go grab pen, because the topic I'm going to discuss tonight is, in my opinion, the most pivotal topic to learn, to teach, and to duplicate to become a 6- or 7-figure earner inside of It Works. It's leadership. Tonight, we're going to talk about visionary leadership. We're going to talk about visionary leadership tonight because John C. Maxwell, who is one of the foremost authors and authorities, this gentleman has spoken all over the world, has spoken in front of the United Nations. He's trained countless people from around the world, entrepreneurs, big and large corporations and companies and individuals that have gone on to do some tremendous work. And his life's work is really dealing with leadership. And I love what he says. And I want you to start off your notes with this. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything does not rise and fall on compensation plans. Everything does not rise and fall on products. Everything does not rise and fall on systems. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Why do I want to talk about that tonight? Because we're closing out May. Momentum May. I wish I had my numbers so I can talk about some of the growth that we're, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our largest month of enrollments that we've had in our now 20 months of being a part of this company. And I can tell you, we've had the same products for 20 months. I know we just introduced the Skinny Brew in January, and it's taken off like a rocket ship. It's absolutely phenomenal. But the core of the products have pretty much been the same. The systems that we've had of exposure have been the same. We've tweaked some things. Host to Post has been around. Some of us have embraced it even more. Zoom has been around. Some of us are embracing it even more. Facebook Live has been around. Some of us are embracing it more. But I can tell you, all of those things are secondary to the most important aspect of success in the business. The reason why we're having growth the way we're having it as a company and really as a team is the leadership. Now, I want to be very, very cautious, careful, and poignant when I talk about leadership because, like me, so many of you, when you hear the word leader, so many different things fly into your mind. But one of the things that's really true is the fact that people think that leadership is a title or an income. Oh, when I become a diamond, I'm a leader. Oh, when I get to Ruby, I'm a leader. When I get to, when I'm a double diamond, I'm a leader. Or when I get to triple diamond, I'm a leader. Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. And this is no offense. This is no shade to any person on this team or in this company that has achieved a leadership title. I applaud you. I encourage you. As a matter of fact, I implore you and empower you to continue to seek for it. But leadership is not a title, nor is it an income. Why? I've been around this profession for 16 years, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you with all conviction that even a broken clock is right at least 2 times a day. So if you gauge a person's leadership level based on their title and their income, oftentimes you'll miss the mark. Are you listening to me? Title and income don't qualify you as a leader. What is leadership? John C. Maxwell says the crux or the foundation of leadership, write this down please, is influence. He says it is influence. The ability to influence people, the ability to touch people without, or to move people without touching them. Influence. Everything rises and falls on leadership. I've been talking about leadership all day. Some of you, I know were on the call we did, the leadership call we did with the UK. Others of you, I know you probably were on the one we did with the folks over in Ghana and all throughout Africa. They had hundreds of people on that call. And I've been pressed all day to talk about leadership because one of the things that I will tell you, closing out the month of May, it has to do with visionary leadership. How you're going to move people from where they are to where they want to be is through your leadership example. I heard something, I want you to write this down as well. Example is not the most important thing in leadership. It's the only thing in leadership. Are you an example? Is your work of what you're doing and who you're influencing, who you're impacting, is that an example of leadership? We've got some amazing leaders. We could go through the list of leaders that are here. You can look at, you start from, you look at them, and here's the thing I'll tell you. Leadership has its levels. I don't have time to talk about that particular training tonight. The 5 levels of leadership: positional-based leadership, permission-based leadership, production-based leadership, personal development leadership, and pinnacle leadership. Those are the 5 levels of leadership. We won't go into that tonight. Maybe on another session of leadership, we'll talk about the 5 levels of leadership, because you attract the leaders that are on the level of leadership you're on, or the one right below it. If you're a level 1 leader, you don't attract level 4 leaders. If you're a level 2 leader, you don't attract level 5 leaders. We'll talk about how to matriculate through the process of those leadership levels, and we'll do that on another call. Tonight, I want to talk to you about visionary leadership. Let's start with that. You heard in our introduction, we were the fastest. Somebody else has, I'm sure, already broken that record to get to presidential. We did it in our first 60 days. Prior to us, in the 18-year history, that was not even a thought. Nobody was coming into ItWork saying, "Oh, I'm going presidential in my first 60 days." And watch this, neither were we. Didn't care about it. Didn't care about a title, didn't care about a rank. It's not a big deal for me. Now listen to me. This is not to de-edify a title or a rank. I'm just letting you know that visionary leadership is much bigger, much more significant than a rank or a title. Are titles important? Absolutely. Are ranks important? Absolutely. But when I talk about leadership, and you really applying this and learning this and teaching this and duplicating this, they have not made the rank that you and your team will achieve. Are you listening to me? There's a difference. As you're closing out May, I want to kind of focus your mindset on closing out this month. There's a difference between your group and your team. We've had close to 30,000 people in 20 months enroll in this group. Almost 30,000 enrollments in 20 months. That's distributors and loyal customers. Almost 30,000. I ran the report last week. I think the number was 28-some thousand last week. So I know it's almost 30,000 right now. On this call tonight, we've got 42 people on the team on this call. Obviously, we know we got teams abroad and in different parts of the world that are not on this call because of the time zones. So you add all that, we probably would have about 100, maybe a couple hundred people on this call. There's a big difference between 30,000 in the group and 200 on the team. As you're closing out May, you've got to get clear on who is a part of my team. Because if you don't get clear on who's a part of your team, you will get frustrated with people in the group. There's a difference between the group. Some of you will have dozens, others hundreds, several of you thousands of people a part of your group. But I promise you, the effectiveness of your leadership will be based on your ability to lead and cast a vision for your team. Write this down, please. Put it in the comments. You cannot start attracting leaders until you become attractive. I'm so proud of these teams here. I'm proud of these leaders. I'm proud of the Tracy Fishers of the world. I'm proud of the Perry Beasleys of the world. I'm proud of the Nina Moores of the world, the Jennifer Nivens, all of these leaders here that are leading teams. It takes a tremendous amount of sacrifice and thought process to not only be a visionary leader, but to become one. I want to talk about one of the laws I've been really studying again as it relates to visionary leadership. It comes out of this book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. If If you have a copy, great. If you don't have a copy, grab yourself a copy. I tell people all the time, I don't care how many books you've read. I want to know how many chapters you've studied and applied. I don't read a lot of books. And reading a lot of books does not make you a leader. Studying chapters and applying them, that's what makes you a leader. In this chapter 14, he calls it the law of buy-in. The law of buy-in. We've been teaching on this all day. I get excited every time I teach about it. The law of buy-in, he says, people buy into the leader, then the vision. People buy into the leader, and then they buy into the vision. Listen to me. Listen to me. You cannot get to the top and stay at the top by yourself. We've heard the adage, it takes teamwork to make the dream work. If it does not require a team, it might be a scheme. Are you listening to me? If it does not require a team, it might be a scheme. I don't want to be a part of it if it doesn't require a team. I don't want to be a part of it if it doesn't require me to grow. I don't want to be a part of it if I don't have crying closet moments, moments of frustration, moments of fear, uncertainty, doubt, questioning my skill, my ability. That's a part of growth as a leader. I heard something the other day that really shook me. It says the only people that like change are babies with a wet diaper. The only people that like change are babies with a wet diaper. The rest of us, we like the change we can control. We like the change we are in charge of. And here's the deal about leadership. Here's the deal about this business. It is a business that's constantly changing. Some days, some weeks, some months, your numbers are up. Some days, some weeks, your numbers are down. Write this down, please. Visionary leadership requires a steady hand. Visionary leadership requires a steady hand. It doesn't require a perfect hand. One of my favorite leaders of generations ago, a guy named Paul, says, I become all things to all people so I can win some. In other words, you will not win them all. But visionary leadership requires a steady hand. Are you fixed? Are you steady? Can we count on you? I tell people all the time, and I want you to write this down. If we cannot trace you, we can't trust you. If people cannot trace you, they will not be able to trust you. You know the reason why there's this uproar when it comes to the government right now? People are saying this, all the conspiracy theories from this, and I'm not going to list and go into all of them, but you know why there's so much uncertainty right now? People do not trust the government. They don't trust the leaders in government. Because for the leaders in government to be trusted, they must have a steady hand. Likewise, it is with us in this business. Are you steady? I was so proud of you leaders last week. I put out the challenge. I said, guys, we're going to double up. We're posting every single day. How many of y'all participated by show of hands? Remember, I said, we're posting every single day. I had to lead by example. See, something that you think or something that you believe is so minuscule or so small, T. Harv Eker begs to differ. He says, how you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. Well, I overslept. Oh, you know, I had this going. Oh, I had that going. That's great. I guarantee you that simple discipline appears in some other area of your life. He says, here's John C. Maxwell's words, people buy into the leader, then the vision. I want to say this outright right now, that if you want to make money and it works, you want to make some money and it works, promote the vehicle. You want to make some money? Promote the vehicle. You want to make some money? Promote the products. You want to make some money? Promote Skinny Brew, promote keto coffee, super greens, any one of them, you promote them. Online, offline, social media, host a post, host a phone call, host a press, promote the products. But if you want big results, I'm talking now, listen to me. You want big results. Remember, our anthem is gonna be what? Big, B-I-G, better in God. If you want big results, I submit to you, you're going to have to promote the vision. All right, let me prove it. Can I prove it? Remember, we're having a conversation tonight is about visionary leadership. We talk about it all the time. We don't use people to build our businesses. We use our business to build people. How do I know that you're doing it correctly, using your business to build people? When they start succeeding, when you see people succeeding and it brings tears to your eyes, to see them overcome the challenge, to see them have the breakthrough. Watch this, and I want you to write it down. You cannot have a breakthrough without first the breakdown. Oh, you don't want to hear the truth. The truth is, it is the breakdown that qualifies you for the breakthrough. The breakdown in the business. The legs that leave, the leaders that quit, the volume that goes backwards, the reconstruction, the reloading, the refocusing, the driving, the calling, the backstabbing, the setbacks, the setup, the faultiness, the misconceptions, all of that breakdown qualifies you and authenticates you for the breakthrough. Because think about it. When the story is shared about your success and eventual significance when it comes to this business, we don't want to hear a boring story. We don't want to hear, oh, I joined. Like, think about it. Who's impacted by the story of, oh, Jared and Portia, you went presidential diamond in 60 days? Nobody's impacted by it. You know what? They're impressed by it. Write this down. People are impressed by your wins. They're impacted by your wounds. Transparent moment. This is me. I don't put on false airs. Don't act like I got it all together. We went presidential 60 days, started rocking and rolling. Then guess what? I tell you, dream, drama, destination, some drama entered, and our business went from presidential to requalifying as double diamonds. You didn't know it. We were requalifying for 7 months as a double diamond organization. You didn't know that. You know why? Visionary leadership requires a steady hand. How do you act? How do you respond when life takes a shot at you? How do you respond? Because life will take a shot at you. Things will happen. People will quit. Do you know how many ambassadors have quit? It works. You don't think that takes a shot and mark Pentecost? Do you know how many, watch this, now this is going to shock you. Do you know how many black diamonds have left It Works? A black diamond, you know, earns at least $100,000 a month for 6 consecutive months. There have been people to get to that level and leave It Works. Shocking, right? Listen to me. We are going to have you're going to have distributors that quit. No, let's take it back down. We're going to have loyal customers that quit. Don't be shocked. You're going to have distributors that quit. Please don't be shocked. Watch this. You're going to have star achievers that quit. You're going to have executives that quit. You're going to have rubies that quit. Emeralds that quit. Diamonds that quit. Double diamonds that have quit. Triple diamonds that have quit. Why? It's just the way it is. Jim Rohn says I wouldn't sign up for that class. But what keeps you committed if and when they quit is what you see. Vision. Nina says I had a diamond quit as soon as we hit presidential. People, you know what? I've discovered sometimes people will drink poison and expect you to die from it. People will drink poison and expect you to die from it. This is what authenticates you. Not just hitting the position, but becoming a person worthy of retaining it. In boxing, Floyd Mayweather for 22 years went undefeated. 22 years, 50-0. Made more money, made over $1 billion as a boxer. He had the highest landing percentage, the best defense in all of boxing history, Floyd Mayweather. But watch this. He is not universally regarded as the greatest of all time. There's a gentleman regarded as the GOAT, greatest of all time, that has, oh God, I hear you. That has losses a part of his record. He has defeats a part of, hey God, my defeats qualify me. I told you on a call 2 weeks ago, I want you to write this down. Defeat may have a look, but victory has a sound. Can you get off the canvas of life? Can you get off the canvas of the business when you've had to take a loss? I cannot trust a leader that can't show me an account of some losses. I can't trust you. Why? Write this down. A leader that has not been tested is a leader that cannot be trusted. Will you pass the test? John C. Maxwell says in this book, and let me calm down because I told you I've been fired up all day. The law of buy-in. I want to deal with this tonight. The law of the buy-in. He says there are 21 irrefutable laws. Irrefutable means they're proven, they're tested, they're truth for decades and centuries. These are not debatable. He says this is a law. We are governed by laws. Nobody can break a law and get away with it. Meaning you don't break the law will break you. Says the law of the buy-in, people buy into the leader, then the vision. Here's the equation. I want you to write it down like this on your notes. Review it. And some of you are like, Jared, what does this have to do with me going executive? What does this have to do with me going ruby? I just need to know how to do this to go emerald. What's my structure to go diamond? And I'm telling you, all of that will happen once you get leadership right. You can't do it yourself anyway. I'm sharing with you tonight how to get the team bought in to you as the leader and the vision. Maya Angelou said something, and the moment I heard it, it has rested in the basement of my soul since then. She said, and I want you to write this down too, please, guys. She said, people will forget what you said. They'll even forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Am I helping you tonight? People will forget what you said. You may have had a good word for them. You may have, helped them out with something. You may have said something that lit a fire in them. You may have said something to someone to defend them, whatever it is. Some people, they will forget what you said. Others will even forget what you did. You may have placed some people down below, given them a loyal customer, placed the leg of business down below them. You may have done their first meeting, their first host post, their first conference call. You may have driven across town to do their first celebration. You may have showed up to a funeral. You may have went to the baby shower. You may have done all of those things, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Nobody cares what the president is doing. Majority of the people care how he makes them feel. Equation John C. Maxwell gave. I'm going to close out with this, and I'm going to bring on some of the leaders to add to it. He said, watch it. Here's the equation. Leader, write it like that, please. Leader plus vision equals result. You got it? You got it? Say, I got it, please. Say, I got it, I got it, I got it. Leader plus vision equals result. Some of us are focused on the result. What is the result? The result is I'm top 150. The result is I'm a diamond. The result is I'm an emerald. The result is I'm a double diamond. The result is I'm a triple diamond. The result, you cannot get focused on the result. You've got to solve the equation. Leadership plus vision equals result. Here's what he says. Please write this down. He says when people don't buy into the leader, so you've got your three columns. You've got leader, you've got vision, you've got result. Guys, I'm telling you, this helped me so much these last 90 days. This has helped me so much these last 90 days. It's helped me in my career, but I had to revisit it. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Because when your business has gone backwards, it's typically because you have gone backwards. When your business is stuck, it's because you are stuck at a level of leadership and you have to expand your capacity through books you read, CDs you listen to, and events you attend. That's how you change. That's how your belief is impacted. Books, CDs, functions. Leader. Don't buy in. When people don't buy into the leader and they don't buy into the vision, they get another leader. If they don't buy into the leader and they don't buy into the vision, they get another leader. How do they buy into the leader? Why do they buy into the leader? Because they trust you. You have to have an example worth them trusting. Not only your accomplishments, but your current accomplishments. They buy into the leader. I've got to get the people bought into the leader. You've got to get your team bought into you as the leader. You've got edifiable results. You've got work ethic. You've got a pleasing personality. You are wooing them. You've got to woo people. You've got to woo them. Come on, fellas. You know how you got her. You wooed her. You wooed her. You got her flowers. You got her roses. If her love language was words, you wrote the poem. Come on, somebody. You wooed her. You dined her out. You took her out. You called her. You was on the phone. You sleep. I'm saying you wooed her. And ladies, come on, you wooed them. Come on, makeup done, hair done. Yes, you put on Spanx. You wooed them. Don't act like you don't know what you wooed him. You got to woo them. All right. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Leaders, you got to get their buy-in. You've got to get them bought in. I am the leader you can follow. Now, when they don't buy into the leader and they don't buy into the vision, they get another leader. They stop answering your calls. They stop getting on your webinars. They stop plugging into you. You are no longer their leader. You're just an upline. when they're not buying into the leader and they're not buying into the vision of what you see, you are no longer the leader. You are just an upline. Some people can leave the leader and never leave the company. Shucks. Number two, he says, when they don't buy into the leader, but they buy into the vision, they still get another leader. They don't buy into the leader. They don't like your example. Do you have integrity? Not perfection, integrity. What I say from stage, what I say publicly is what I say and do privately. Integrity means to integrate my personal life and my private life, or my public life and my private life. It's the same. He says they can, if they don't buy into the leader, but they buy into the vision. What is the vision? I told you at the onset of this conversation. I told you, if you want to make money, promote the vehicle. Promote the products, and you should. But if you want big results, you better buy in and promote the vision. What do you see? That is what vision is. Vision is what I see. Purpose is why I see it. Please write that down. Vision is what I see. That's what vision is, what I see. It's your purpose in pictures. It's what I see, what keeps me going, what keeps me taking the bumps on the road, what keeps me getting hit and get back up is what I see. That's number two. They get another leader. They stop plugging in, they stop listening. You cannot reach them. And you watch this, you cannot reach them and you cannot influence them with the amount of money you make or with your title. It doesn't move them. Your title and your income does not qualify you for leadership. There's some people that can move more people as a ruby than others as diamonds. It's the person. It's the leadership of the person. Are you listening to me? Some people have the title but don't have the authority. Some people have the authority but do not have the influence. You've got to be bought into the leader. They've got to buy into you as the leader and the vision of what you see. Number three, they buy into the leader but don't buy into the vision. Here's what they do. Here's the result. They get another vision. Oh, shucks. Now we're in deep water. I'm almost done. If they buy into you as the leader, you've got edifiable results. You have integrity. They like you. There's pleasing personality. There's camaraderie there. There's no static. There's no issue. They're bought into your results. You're doing things the right way. You're in harmony. They buy into you as the leader. There's no issues. But they don't buy into what you see. They don't buy into the vision. What they go do is get another vision. And here's the danger in that. The danger in them on your team getting another vision is it creates, listen, division. It creates division, division. The vision dies. Are you listening to me? If they don't buy into the vision, that's why your vision has to be large enough for them to buy into it, for them to achieve their vision, for them to achieve their goals. Your vision as a leader of what you see has to be big enough for them to buy into it and promote. Remember, people don't join companies, they join people. Write it down, please. People do not join companies, they join people. I can guarantee you with all certainty, Nina and Paul Moore would not be in It Works. She'll tell you. She had been here before, left the company. Why? What's the result? Why do people leave? They don't buy into the leader. They don't buy into the vision. Or they don't buy into the leader. They buy into the vision, but they get another leader. Tracy and Kay Fisher would not be here if people joined companies. Juarez White would not be here. Stephanie Allen would not be here. Stephanie flew in, came to the company, saw everything, was ready to go, changed her mind. No, I'm not going to do it. Not joining it worse. I'm on the phone with Tracy. He's like, yeah, she's not going to do it. You know, I'm like, man, all right. People don't join companies. She came back around. You know what? Something about that leader, Tracy Fisher. Jennifer Nivens was with It Works prior. Six-figure earner, triple diamond before she left. Remember I told you, when they don't buy into the leader or they don't buy into the vision, they get another leader or they get another vision. She came back, she was watching what was going on. Oh, something resonates here. I see leadership, I see vision. Jerry, I want to run with y'all. Hadn't met her. I was talking with a lady yesterday for an hour in another company. Last month, she made $65,000 for the month. Somehow or another, we connected on Facebook. This woman spent an hour on our pages. She went through some of y'all's pages. How do I know? She told me. She says, you know what I loved about y'all's team? You know what I loved about those leaders? Oh my God, the culture of what you guys have created. She said, man, I went through, she started naming y'all. She started naming all of it. Yeah, I saw this promotion. I saw this. I saw that. I just had to call you. They have to buy into you, the leader. They have to buy into the vision. When they don't buy into the vision, they get another vision. It creates division. And then what happens is when we have a divide, now there's a difference between unity and uniformity. I'm not talking about uniformity. You're going to have, as your group, as your team continues to grow, you're going to have leaders that need to spread their wings. And they'll have a vision. Their vision will be encompassed within your vision. It won't be division, it will be multiplication. And I want you to be prepared for that. I want you to be prepared to empower people on your team that want to have their own team pages. I want you to be prepared to empower people that want to do their own thing, their own events, have their own team names. I empower it. I applaud it. I encourage it. Why? Because I never want to be a leader that creates division. I know what it feels like to grow from 20 to 20 grand a week, to start off with $150 that I couldn't pay my light bill with, to grow a team, grow an organization, grow an income to $20,000 a week, and watch it disintegrate to $110,000 for the year. I knew exactly what happened. You know what happened? Division. They get another vision. Your assignment tonight as you're leaving, I'm talking about closing out May. Because some of you think it's going to be your hard work. Oh, we're working hard. Hard work, hard work. Yes, hard work is a part of it, but here's another thing. Heart work. What's your heart work? That heart, your subconscious mind. What's that focused on? Here's the fourth thing he said. He says when people buy into the leader, there's trust there. And they buy into the vision, there's harmony there. They get behind the leader. Are you listening to me? When they buy into the leader, there's trust. Remember, there can be no trust without transparency. You got to be willing to be vulnerable. They got to see your wounds. That's how they trust you. One of Jesus's disciples, they named him Doubting Thomas because he didn't trust. After 3.5 years, after watching him turn water into wine, after watching him heal the sick, cure the blind, all of the things that he said, he didn't know. Jesus didn't say, hey, let me show you my back office. Jesus didn't say, look at my title, look at my crown, look at my wins, look at my awards. He said, Thomas, put your fingers, put your hands in my wounds. He showed him his wounds. It's transparency. Told one of the leaders today, give me time. Let time prove if I'm a leader. Let time prove if I'm a liar. Let time prove if the vision is real. Give me time. Because time will either promote you or expose you as a leader. Write it down. Time will either promote you or expose you. That's what's called seed time, harvest time. Seed. I do not reap the harvest in the same season I've sown the seed. Seed. And then I've got to give it time. Time is the multiplier of the seed. Time germinates my seed. Time proves my seed because I submit my seed to the law of time. They buy into the leader, they buy into the vision, they'll get behind the leader. Then you don't have to worry about galvanizing the team to accomplish the goal. One of the leaders called me the other day. Jared, I hear us talking about goals. I hear you talking about helping people get to their goals, and we're all for that. But let me ask you a question, Jared. He says, what's your goal? I said, I'm glad you asked. I said, you've heard me talk about building a $100 million a year organization. I know what that looks like. I know what that sounds like. I said, what we're on right now is what I call March to $1 million. We as an organization, we're going to enroll 1 million loyal customers into the business. That's 1 million customers on auto ship. The average auto ship is 100 BV. You do the math. 1 million times 100 is what? 100 million. I'm focused on that vision. Why? Because I know as that happens, you'll be a diamond. I know as that happens, you'll be a ruby. I know as that happens, you'll be a star achiever. I know as that happens, you'll be a double diamond, triple diamond. You'll be a presidential. You'll be an ambassador. You'll be a double ambassador. Why? Because my vision is not about me. Ambition is about me. Vision is about we. That leader got off the phone like, oh my God, count on me. Count on me. Out of that million, me and my team, we're going to have 30,000 of them. That's visionary leadership. They've got to buy into you, the leader, buy into the vision. When we started this, many of you know my story. I was done with network marketing in 2015. It was over for me. I was finished. I'm hanging that thing up. This is after being on the GoPro platform with Eric Warray speaking, in front of thousands of people. They live streamed it to 91 countries. This is after I earned my first million at 30. This is after I was over 20 grand a week. This is after I was featured in magazines and featured in all this. All of that, I still wanted to quit. I was done. Why? I no longer was buying into the leader that I was following or the vision they were promoting. Some of you heard the story. My wife, Portia, came and said, baby, God's not done with us in network marketing. We go on that fast for 2 weeks. True story, guys. This is not stage talk. This is what happened. We were doing our podcast, Motivational Moment in the morning, every single morning, Monday through Friday, sowing. Why? You sow your words and your deeds. Your tongue, your talent, your treasure, that's what you sow. I said, if it ain't harvest season, then guess what? It's got to be sowing season. The harvest is what you keep. If what I have in my hand is not what I want to keep, then what I have in my hand is a seed. We started sowing Monday through Friday. Where did I get the idea from? Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. He was doing Thank God It's Monday. Every single Monday, he was sowing every single Monday. I said, I'm going to outthink, I'm going to outwork, I'm going to outsow the competition. He didn't know me, but I took the plan. Oh, you're going to do it once a week? I'm going to do it 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. On a Friday, I'll never forget it. I hit the floor in tears, crying, God, I need to hear from you. I need a vision for my life. Because it is so alarming to be a miserable millionaire. I know the feeling. I know what it feels like to be in comparison and competition with people and be miserable. thinking that their winning is my losing. I know what that feels like. That's why I don't do it anymore. I got up off that floor because I heard God say it. He said, I'm telling you, just like you can hear me tonight, I heard him say, build it for your last name. I heard that vision clearly. I got up from the floor. Portia was already downstairs making breakfast. She left me in a fetal position in tears. Her own husband on the floor crying. We had been going back and forth for weeks and months. You know how it is, married people. You want to do this and no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that with mom. I'm finished with that. We need to do a traditional business. We need to open up an insurance company. We need to go sell some hair. She told me one day, it broke me. She says, all right, you don't have no vision. I'm finna go work for a man that has one. I'm finna go get a job. Oh, Jesus Christ. I said, oh no. Start crying. I go downstairs. I said, baby, I got it. Starting 2016. I don't know what company we're going to be with. I don't know what the vehicle is, but I'm clear on the vision. We're going to build it for our last names. Why? Because I had seen leaders prior to me build it for theirs. But the only problem I had is the people connected to them didn't have the same vein of results. They hadn't built it for them. They hadn't empowered other people to do that. I said, well, that was ambition for them. My vision is to have a team of us, all of us walking across the stage as ambassadors, all of us walking across, those that desire it. Now, everybody don't want to be an ambassador. Everybody don't want to be in the top 150. I understand that. But for those of us that want it, I want a team of people dominating that. Dominating in your area of leadership, in your area of gifting, not dominating people, dominating in your area of leadership. I said, that's our focus. Ambition is about me. Vision is about we, the people we are assigned to. And I'm clear on my assignment. The people I resonate with are individuals that say, you know what, there's got to be more to life than just making a paycheck. There's got to be more to life than just going to work and getting paid and coming home and just, no, there's got to be more. I've got purpose work I want to fulfill. I've got passion projects I want to pursue. I've got people that I need to impact and influence. The people that we're assigned to are individuals that want to be authors, that want to be speakers. They want to do their own events. They want to have their own ministries. They want to do something great. That's who I'm attracted to. That's who I'm assigned to. That's who's cut from the same club, we're branches of the same tree. Those are the people that I resonate with. The ones that don't fit that, I understand. I'm not going to try to force them to fit it, but that's who my team is. What about you? Are they buying into you as the leader? Are they buying into your vision? My assignment for those of us connected here, I want you to get bought in. I want you to get bought in to the vision. I want you to get bought in to these leaders. There's so much power. There is so much power in unity. There's so much resolve and so much multiplication available when we're unified. Remember what I said? I'm not talking about uniformity. No. How you do what you do, how you flow, your team flow. It needs to flow that way. There's a difference between unity and uniformity. When a choir sings in unity, oh God, I hear you. You still are able to enjoy the sopranos and feel the altos. You're still able to feel the altos and resonate with the tenors. They're unified. There's unity. They're singing, listen, they're singing the same song. They're singing the same lyrics. They just have a different harmony. Are you listening to me? Tonight is about visionary leadership. I'm telling you, this organization, this team, we've got the best of the best. I want you to hear from them tonight. Any of our, I want to start off with our presidentials, our triples, our doubles, and even our diamonds. If you want to say something on today's topic, you want to comment, chime in, definitely come off mute, address the leaders here. I'm excited, man. May is shaping out to be absolutely incredible, and I can tell you, through this team of leaders, there are going to be so many people impacted, so many people touched, so many lives changed because you showed up. So any of the leaders want to come on real quick as we get ready to close out? Any of our diamonds and above, I don't know, you want to come up on camera, you want to lift your hand or whatever it is, wherever you are, so I can see you. We'll have you unmuted. I know I've got, I see you, Nina, on here. You know, they've done some updates. They've done some updates to Zoom, but we're here. Okay, Nina, I got you there. I see you in well, I was gonna call it presidential page. That's ambassador page now. But go ahead, Nina. It's on you.
We don't even want to really take much time up because it's kind of like being in church and the Holy Spirit has done its work, and then you're gonna come behind the preacher and try to speak. I'm just very grateful for the words that you shared this evening. All of us need that check every now and again, and the words were powerful. Yes. You know, kind of, it was, and we talked about it earlier. We were talking about that temperature check and checking the pulses, and I'm really hoping and praying that that people would have taken notes and then started to apply that. Because you taught a lesson tonight that literally, if we don't learn that valuable lesson, we won't take our businesses to the next level. I'm excited for what I'm seeing happen within the team. And you know what? It's not about volume. It's not about rank. It's really about belief.
Yes.
And I'm grateful to see people's belief levels are rising, and that synergy is coming, you know, like I can feel it. I can feel it. It's almost like combustion, and like we're all getting ready to explode. And so just know that I love you all. I'm actually going to jump off of here right now to do a three-way call, but I love you all. And I'm excited. If anybody needs anything, any assistance from me, any help, I'm closing out. We're going to do calls every night this week. Yeah, blow up, right? It's about to blow up. I can feel it. It's like that rocket ship. You can feel it. So if you need anything, I'm here for you all. It doesn't matter, you know, whose team you're on. We're here to help each other out. Let's close out strong. And you know what? Let's create history. This is going to be an epic closeout, and a closeout of epic proportion. All right. Good night and God bless you.
Appreciate you, Nina. Congratulations. I know the work that you're doing. That team over there is just on fire, and really is an example of all things possible, all things belief. Anybody else real quick? Any of our other diamonds, double diamonds on here? Come on to the camera. You want to share as we get ready to close out. I see some of them. I think we're all over the board tonight. Let's see. Just lift your hand wherever you are. That sounds like we're trying to lift your hand. Any one of the other diamonds, double diamonds that are on here that want to share, just let me know. Come on to the camera, and we'll love to hear from you as we get ready to close out. All right, somebody's saying won't let us unmute. Okay, let me see here. Sorry about that, guys. I told you. Okay, it says mute all, allow participants to unmute. Yes. All right. Okay, you can unmute yourselves now, I think. Zoom is updating. All right. Okay, go ahead, guys. See if you can unmute yourselves.
Praise the Lord, saints.
Oh. All right, there's Jennifer Nivens. Double. There you go. It's on you.
We out here in Quarantine Cathedral with Apostle Wilkins on tonight. Amazing call, guys. Sorry, I look like month in, basically.
That's right.
We are just super excited. This call was fire as usual, and but basically taking all of the nuggets and applying it. Yeah. Buy in now, guys. As you see, Lady Wilkins has said, like, we are about to blow up, and you want to jump on this momentum while it's happening now, because it's going to be big, and I truly believe that. And so so many people are waking up. People who've been in and maybe hadn't done much, like they are seeing like, okay, something is happening with them. Like I need to partner to see what's going on, and it's happening. And so I am just excited. I really don't have much else to say. You have said everything. I am just grateful and honored to be a part of such a dynamic team of leaders. And so we are doing our part. As I told you, we are doing our part to push this vision to what you see. And that's all I have. So back to you, Mr. Wilkins.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, and congratulations. I know you guys are charted for triple, and you got so many people that are in the hunt right now. And this is exactly what we talked about a few months ago, that this day would happen, and it's happening, and it brings me so much joy. Anybody else, real quickly? I think we've got the line thing figured out now. Any of the other diamonds and above that are on here that want to share before we close out?
Hey, husband.
Hey, wife.
Awesome call tonight. Yes, y'all, he has been on 10 all day long. The house just been loud all day long, but I love it because I know what that means when it's just a rhythm in the spirit. We in our flow, guys. Like the hand of God is on what we're doing. Now is the time. When I say we about to blow up, and we've been saying this whole time it's going to be big, like we've been tested as an organization and we passed the test. So now it's time to get in position so you can get your promotion. And I mean, this is just the beginning for some of you, but you're going to experience some of your biggest wins. You're going to see results that you never even thought possible or probable for you and your family, because who you're connected to is taking you somewhere, period. And we're going to the top and beyond and making sure that everybody comes with us. We're marching to 1 million. And so when the vision is casted like that, because the scripture is clear, where there is no vision, the people perish, but happy is he who keeps the law. That second part of the scripture is so important. You got to keep the law. You got to stay in alignment. And that is what's going to help you complete your assignment of going ruby, emerald, diamond, double, triple, and beyond. I mean, it's our time again. We came in, knocked out presidential in our first 60 days. Nobody understood how or what or whatever. God did it. And guess what? If he did it before, he can do it again. Same God right now, same God back then. Husband?
Thank you, my love. Thank you, dear. Appreciate you. And certainly she bought into the leader, bought into the vision. She's behind the leader, and we are rocking and rolling together. I'm so excited about all things happening right now. Anybody else real quick before we close out? You can unmute yourself. Any of the diamonds, double diamonds, triples that are still on here?
Hello, Mr. Wilkins. How you doing?
Oh, there he is. Perry Beasley in the house. Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Wilkins. All right. Thank you very much for the inspirational information that you share with us this evening. I mean, I'm getting deja vu all over again. It seems like I've been on this journey with you before and had things happen. We're talking about I remember when I first had an opportunity to hear you present. We were at the Marriott Hotel in the Woodlands, and you really, you stole the show, and you impressed me. But you know, we were not together. I remember saying to myself, "Man, if I ever work with this guy, it's game over." And so some time passed, and I remember you, Portia stated about being connected. That's when I had an opportunity to be approached by Mr. Tracy Fisher. And Mr. Fisher, I know I was connected to him, and I didn't know he was connected to you. Okay. So when he shared that with me, I'm like, voila, look at this, coming into the truth of what my ambition was at the time, is to hook up with a great couple of people that has the leadership that I can tune into and work with and grow from. And you know, so that was my vision. So then we got an opportunity to get acquainted with the mission statement. Build it for your last name. You're talking about the purpose work. You're talking about, then I got on those morning broadcasts you were doing. Okay, so that was kind of like sowing seeds in me and everything, because I was following those religiously and everything. And, you know, also then there was the harvest. When we got into it works, the harvest, because we had planted those seeds. And I mean, you're talking about the harvest being the hitting the ranks, the bonus money, having overall team success. So I've been down this road before. I've seen it before. Then go through the period of ups and downs. Okay, now we're rising up, hitting momentum again. So I'm getting deja vu all over again. So I just want to say thank you very much for you and your wife's leadership, all that you guys do. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about where we are and where we're headed as a team. Thank you very much, Mr. Wilkins.
Absolutely appreciate you. And I'm excited about it as well, about all things taking place in your business, the growth that's happening, the lives that are being impacted. It's awesome to see that as well. Anybody else real quick before we close out? We got to get ready to rock and roll. This week is going to be huge. It's going to be big. Anybody else before we close out? All right, folks, this recording will be on the team website, thesystemthatpays.com. Let's make sure that, oh, Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie Allen. She's unmuted, right? She said, I'm good. Okay. Did you say you're good, Stephanie? Stephanie says she's good. All right, folks. Well, anyway, this call will be, it will be on the team website. You can go revisit it, share it with some of the folks that were not on here. But let's go out and close out with a bang this month. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what's taking place, and certainly excited about what's happening with all of the leadership on the team. So appreciate you guys. God bless you. God bless your families. And God most certainly bless your dreams. Good night, everybody.